What's up, guys? Got another video here with some solid content. I wanted to dive deep into the hormonal crash, something that I haven't really seen too many people talk about online, at least not in my personal experience. I did a lot of research trying to find a lot of info on that, but I just couldn't really find anything really. So this is why I'm making this video, and it's specifically tailored to my situation, obviously, but everybody's different depending on the drugs that you took, whether it was steroids, SARMs, peptides, growth hormone, you name it. With me, it was about 5.5 years of SARMs and steroids. And so what is the very first thing to go? What happens? What should you brace yourself for? The physique doesn't immediately drop. It takes about a couple of months before you actually start seeing your body change and go through atrophy. Most people that knew what I was going through, they would tell me, hey man, you still look the same. You're still lifting heavy. You still look good. The mass is still there. Mentally, I already knew that it was just a sand timer flipped on its head, knew that time was running out. And about that third month is when I really started to see in the mirror and in videos and in pictures and just overall in my clothes that I was shrinking. My size was going down. The libido was going down. The energy was going down. The motivation was going down. The identity, sure as hell, was trying to hang on for dear life. It was just that ego, that alpha persona that was so hard to let go of. Now, mentally, it hits you immediately. The good thing is that all of you guys that work out extremely hard and understand the discipline that it takes to achieve a good solid physique or great strength, you know that it takes time. Even though you're taking these drugs, it doesn't take away from the fact that you have to eat clean, that you have to train really fucking hard. It doesn't take away the fact that you need to sleep well, you need to hydrate well, just all that overall discipline. That is the key to hormonal recalibration overall. You have to accept the fact that it's going to leave. If you want to go ahead and get back to a natural state of recalibration, natural baseline, you have to make peace with it. Now, what do you do to make peace with it? There's a lot of shit that you can do. Mentally, it's going to be extremely hard. Brace yourself for that. Nothing worth having, obviously, is fucking easy. So you're going to have to work your fucking ass off for that. Now, this is where the whole bodybuilding, powerlifting, working out, regimen, discipline comes into your favor. You know that it takes a long time for you to achieve the physique that you want, the strength that you want, the look that you want. And the same thing with this. It's not going to be something that you could heal or recover overnight. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of fucking work. Now, you cannot stop working out. You already know how to work out. You have a solid plan. You already know how to diet. You already keep following that. Mentally, you're going to be fucked. I've just got to give it to you, the raw truth. You're going to be absolutely fucking smoked for months and months on end. Now, that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but that's the truth. Anything that you take that is changing your body, your hormones, playing God with that, it takes a long time, right? Especially like even when you're first taking it, it takes a while for you to get your results. Now it's going to take, for everybody's different, right? For me, I'm 15 months clean, and I feel like I'm about 75 to 80% back to a normal, natural baseline, but I had to put in deep hours of work, man. And what type of work was I putting in? I'm talking about, I was still working out, I was still eating clean, I started doing cardio, I started grounding, so I started hitting trails a lot. I started going into the sauna. I never hit the sauna, and that really helped. I even started meditating for mental work. I started reading more. I started listening to podcasts about people going through similar situations, or just anxiety or stress, or just personally focusing on my health scare, right? Because you get a lot of these hyper vigilant situations where once you get off of these drugs, you're going through a withdrawal. That's another thing. You're withdrawing. So you start getting these aches that you've never felt before. You start getting these shivers. You start getting these little panic attacks, these anxiety attacks that nobody wants to talk about. Everybody's afraid. Oh, he's gonna look like a bitch if he admits, oh, dude, I'm fucking scared. I'm shaking. I don't want to come out. You don't want to come out of your house. You don't want to go to the gym. As much as you fucking love the gym, you don't want to go to the gym, but you got to get your bitch ass to the gym. You have to. You cannot miss a workout. That's one thing that I pride myself on, is that I did not miss a workout, no matter how shitty I felt, no matter how low my energy was, how fucking fucked I was because of the brain fog, no drive at all whatsoever. Imagine, put yourself in that situation. You're going back to the same gym, to the same people. You already set this standard up really high. You look a certain way, you lift extremely heavy, you have this respect, and now people are starting to pay attention, looking at you, just atrophy, just lose your shit. So that's where the mental games start coming in. Once you continue to do that over and over and over and over again, and you continue to expose yourself to that same environment, and you continue to put in the work no matter what, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. The first 3 to 4 months, that shit was fucking tough. Now, you are playing mind games with yourself. You're just like, oh, these guys are probably thinking like, what's wrong with this guy? He's starting to look like shit. He's lifting like shit. Dude, I went from benching my heaviest like 450 all the way down to 345, right? It was a monster drop, in my opinion, because I was mostly going for strength, not really bodybuilding. That was my thing. My squat went from like 560 to 375. It was atrocious. It was a big hit. Now my ego got hit. I was extremely self-conscious about everything that was going on, and it was scary, man. This is the type of shit that nobody really talks about, but you have to hear. It's extremely important. So that's what happens. The first few months, physically, you're not going to really see a change. Mentally, you're going to be in the absolute abyss, in the darkest of times. It's just the dark ages. That's what it is. But if you trust and you put in faith in that same regimen that got you there in the first place without the drugs, you just continue to do that, and you continue to expose yourself to that environment where you just don't want to go because of how self-conscious you are now, that's going to be the beginning of the recovery right there. You have to have faith in yourself. You have to continue to do the things that you don't want to do. Now, trust me, I'm telling you, you're going to start feeling these aches that you've never felt before. Your ribs start shrinking. Your chest starts shrinking. Your entire body just starts shrinking. So even if you continue to lift the way that you were lifting, you're going to feel these pains on there, man. Because with the steroids and the SARMs, the performance enhancers, they block a lot of these pain receptors. So you're able to recover. You're able to handle a lot of stress, a lot of load while you're working out. But when you completely take that off cold turkey, dude, I'm telling you, it's going to flip your world on its fucking axis, man. It's something that's gonna just blow the fucking roof off top, and you're just gonna go, what the fuck is this? You're gonna start second guessing yourself. Was it worth it? Why did I do this shit to myself? And that is when you have to go ahead and catch yourself, and you have to bring it back in. You have to understand that this is just temporary. This is what happens when you come off after years of not wanting to go ahead and do it, of being afraid. But you have to put in that work. You just have to accept it for what it is. It's going to pass. It's not going to be easy, but you have to trust the process. You have to. And that's why it's a good and a bad thing. It's a double-edged sword. You know how to get through it. right? The stress and the anxiety, it's a bitch. I'm gonna make a specific video on how to deal with that personally, and the mental fog and the libido and all that stuff. I just wanted to dive deep into the hormonal crash and what happens and what to expect, the timeline of it. And so about like 6 to 8 months afterwards, you start seeing some of the strength come back, as long as you're following your regimen. As long as, hey, you wake up every day. This is what I was doing, man. I would wake up, I would do a cold shower for about like 3 minutes. Then I do some red light therapy for about 20 minutes. I do some mental meditation to just get my mind right. And I would just focus on seeing myself get through the other end of the tunnel till I got my natural body back, and just kept seeing myself just go through it, kind of a manifestation type of thing. And it was just a daily grind. And no matter how I felt, you're going to feel like absolute shit. I'll go ahead and make another video to show you guys my blood work, my lab, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, where I was at. I was like at 120 nanograms per deciliter on my total testosterone. The free and the bioavailable testosterone was fucking non-existent. It was, the doctor said it was that of a 3rd grade girls. Imagine that. Your fucking dick is dead, man. It's gone. It's gone. Say, peace out. See ya. Thanks for fucking coming. It's gone. But hey, it'll come back as long as you trust the process and you continue to do what you're supposed to do. Now, I followed that regimen day in, day out. I'm still doing it. I am still doing it. And I'm not going to stop, because it works. It's got me to where I'm at now, and I'm making this video now. I thought it was extremely important to get this content out there to you guys. Now, if you are one of those guys, man, that's extremely scared of coming off because of how you're gonna feel, how you're gonna look, trust me, bro, I get it. I get it. I might have still been on shit if I didn't have the medical scare that I did, but this was a blessing in disguise. This is the way that I'm looking at it now. This shit had to happen for me, but it doesn't have to happen to you. Like, if you need a trusted voice, bro, this is why I'm here. Like, hit me up, comment below, subscribe. I'm shooting out some fire content because it's going to fucking help somebody out, man. At least I hope so. I'm very positive that it will. And stay tuned, because I'm coming with some more heat.